where it's starting. All right. Now that everyone's here,
Three.
it is starting.
94, 61, 69.
Nice. 420. Okay. So when we last left off,
3.14159,367.
when we last left off, you retrieved the final apples. You put them in the tree. You were on the verge of summoning the Gaia Terrell to make a wish, but you were suddenly pulled into a portal of light. When you woke up, you were in the parlor room, except it wasn't in nowhere. You met the young face of Lee, who excitedly ran out of the room to let people know that y'all were awake. And Fortuna, you are handcuffed to an uncomfortable desk chair because you weren't satisfied with the couch. All right.
What?
Yeah. You were not satisfied with being handcuffed to a couch, so instead you're handcuffed to an uncomfortable desk chair.
It doesn't make sense to be handcuffed to a couch.
It's like one of those futon couches.
Well, then you should have explained that.
I did explain it.
You said couch. The default couch is like the couch from The Simpsons. That doesn't have any handholds.
Yeah.
To buckle to.
I put it in general. That kind of couch.
Whatever.
Anywho, you're not handcuffed to a couch. You're handcuffed to an uncomfortable desk chair. I know.
How uncomfortable?
You are very, especially because you're pregnant. It is very uncomfortable.
Is it the one of those ones that you have to stick your legs in and sit on like a fucking bicycle seat and?
It's like a stool. It's like a stool with a backing and slight arm. No arms. It's just backing. It's like a bar stool. Yeah, it's like a bar stool. One of the ones with the backing.
Okay.
But yeah.
Why am I handcuffed in the first place?
You don't know. The only person who could give you answers ran out of the room just moments ago.
Damn it. Why can't I have my magic creatures? Sad.
You will notice that Cans is not with you, but luckily you are wearing a shirt. It seems they have provided you with a shirt.
Great.
Yeah.
No bare titties. This is a family show.
No bare titties until you get to the Feywild. Those bears have titties.
Did someone say titties?
Bear titties. You know.
To be fair, that might be the only character that Glocky would marry.
The one with titties.
No, the bear.
Like a Russian, Russian bear with titties.
All right, so
She'd have to be a barbarian, though.
Barbarian.
I knew that was coming.
I should have known that was coming. I feel bad. I repent my sins.
All right, so
I deserve this punishment.
Y'all are in this room. What do y'all do?
I check my spells.
Where do
all my spells? My spells.
Do you have a spell book?
No.
Like, because I have no idea how you keep your spells. I always figured it was like in musical sheets. Like
that would be hilarious.
Sheet music.
But I don't officially need a spell book, but that would be funny.
Okay.
So we can go with that.
You do have your spells, however, your violin and the bow are. I forget. Did I say that you do have your rosewood bow? Or
I don't know.
I don't think that was lost.
I would no, because I bought it. So
okay, then yeah,
I had it.
Yeah, you do have your rosewood bow.
Thank God, that's what makes me overpowered.
However, they are currently on the table on a coffee table out of reach from you. your fiddle and your rosewood bow.
I'm gonna just start annoyingly singing. Ah! Devil went down to Georgia! Fuck up. Fine! Devil went down to Georgia looking for the soldiers.
Is that Fortuna's voice?
Huh?
Is that Fortuna?
I don't know. Okay? I've never tried. I'm not good at voices. I don't know.
I think that's a good voice.
I wanted her to be squeaky and cute, but no, I never get to be cute.
Yeah, because... Okay. So, what do y'all do? All of y'all.
I poke the Fortuna sword.
The Fortuna sword...
Where are we again? Are we back on nowhere?
Well, it doesn't seem to be nowhere, but it does look like the room you've been in nowhere.
Okay, and there's no one here?
No, the person who saw you... No, Lee was here, but he ran out of the room excitedly when y'all started waking up.
Lynn will be here later. Like a bitch.
The Fortuna sword is not by your side. It's not... The Fortuna sword is not with you. But you do get the feeling that it's not, like, non-existent. You still have that connection with it.
Great. So another part of me was time traveled to another place.
No, you get the feeling that it is, like, in this time period.
Yeah, but is it within, like, a mile of me, or...
Yes.
Okay, good. It's not, like, in the Feywild, stuck in a stump for some fucking king to find.
No!
And be an asshole and claim that it made him the rightful king of all of the Feywild and elves.
Listen.
Is there something you want to say?
Strange women throwing swords at people from a pond is no basis
for a government system.
Yeah, that's what it is. But yeah, no. Y'all are in the parlor room. The window shows an actual outside, Now, the
question is, why are we handcuffed?
No, you're handcuffed.
Fuck you.
The others are not.
Why am I handcuffed? Fuck you, Lynn. Why?
You know what? We're gonna keep those handcuffs in just in case.
You know what? I'm gonna bring fucking judgments and grudges back in time and be a bitch to all these fucking people who don't even know me yet. Alright, so why were we time traveled? Are we gonna get to the point where the people come in, or are we just gonna sit here?
Well,
forever.
Well, y'all are gonna...
I'd rather do that than make another mistake and destroy something.
All right.
We've got a fucking 1,000 years to wait here, and they're gonna make us wait the whole time.
That's right. two down, 9,998 want to go.
Fortuna, what's your passive perception?
What's my regular? What is it? I think it was 12, so 100, like 22.
22.
If I'm remembering right, or it might be 23.
I think it's 22, 23. I think 23.
I think it went up.
Yeah.
I think I got another level of
wisdom.
No,
perception.
Okay. Proficiency.
Okay. Oh yeah.
I think I got another level of proficiency.
Oh yeah. So Guaki, what is your passive perception?
Let me check right now. I want to say it's.
Yeah, it's 13 to 23.
Yeah.
Okay. Your passive perception is 10 plus your perception modifier.
Are we gonna get like to max level? Does this mean we're gonna get to max level?
I want to say 20.
20. All right. Both of y'all roll perception.
Okay.
We have such high passive perception. We still have to roll.
Yes.
Let me make sure we roll it in game time.
Yeah.
My
That's what
passive
we're
perception
supposed
is
to roll.
above 30. Oh my god, somebody has a smoker out here.
Your passive perception's not above 30.
It's above 20.
Yeah.
I got a non-natural 20.
All right.
So you got your passive perception.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should I go and get food from the smoky truck?
What you should do is roll a.
What do you think I'm doing?
But yes, definitely roll or definitely get food from.
18.
Wow. Okay.
I did not get it. I did. That was a horrible roll.
Yeah, both of y'all have horrible rolls.
I'm gonna go look at the smoky truck.
All
There's
right.
a mysterious food truck, and this feels like a quest starter.
So,
Can I get a quest from the mysterious food truck driver?
as y'all are bickering, you hear a voice at the window say, "You're not actually all that impressive."
Why
do we
would we
recognize
be
that voice?
impressive?
Looking at the window, you can see that someone has opened the window. It is a little girl, maybe 12. She has black hair. She appears to be human, and she is in robes that are surprisingly fancy for such a young girl. And she's just sitting on the window, on the open window, staring at y'all.
Okay.
Damn it! Fortuna muted themselves, or deafened themselves.
Oh no! Come on. So it's a girl. What is she dressed in again?
She is dressed in fancy robes. She's dressed in fancy robes. She has black hair. She's a human. She looks to be about 12 or so.
Okay. Well, and we don't recognize her at all, right?
No.
Okay. It's like, hey, can you get us out of here?
I don't think I should do that.
Why?
Because.
Are you not allowed to?
Oh, no. I'm allowed to do whatever I want. I just don't want to.
Why not?
Because.
That's pretty mean of you to do.
No, it's not. If they wanted you out, then they wouldn't have locked the window.
Who kept us in here? How did we get in here?
You were brought in here.
By who?
Who?
Oh, she's asking who brought us in here?
Who?
I don't know. Everything was the. I don't remember what even happened the last session.
Last session, there was a bright light and y'all blacked out and you woke up here.
Yeah, we were in Neverwinter, right?
No, you were in the chamber under the tree.
Oh, okay.
You were in.
Fuck. Everything, my history was I'm being not failing me because of that bright light. Also because of all that drinking I did throughout when we were traveling.
Were you drinking during the traveling?
Probably.
Huh. I didn't even know you had. I didn't even know you had.
I started drinking like.
What did you snag? Like Pollux's bottomless flask or something?
No, I couldn't. I failed the roll on that. I just
Oh.
took a regular out of the bought a regular jug of wine and just
Alright.
gallon.
What is my character doing with Rocky's character?
What?
What is my character doing with Rocky's character right now? Like where we
Oh,
are?
y'all are just in this room. It looks like the parlor room of nowhere, except it's obviously not in nowhere.
Yeah.
you saw Lee, but he didn't have the white splotch, and his voice
Hello,
sounded
I'm
different.
back. Sorry.
And this girl managed to sneak into the room without anyone noticing until she said something to make y'all aware of her presence. She looks to be about 12, and she has black hair, and she is a human. And she is refusing to give you any answers.
Hello, I'm back.
Hello.
I'm sorry, I don't refuse a call to adventure like that. Even if it just got me mac and cheese.
Nice. So, what do you do, Fortuna?
What's going on? There's a little girl.
Yeah, she very quietly opened the window and is sitting on the window.
Yeah.
She is a human with black hair and wearing fancy robes. And she is she looks to be about 12 years old.
Hello, what's your name?
Who?
You.
Who?
You wouldn't happen to like owls.
No.
You sure?
No.
It's not an answer.
Yes, it is.
Okay, yes, it's an answer, but it's an annoying one.
Well, aren't you an annoying little brat?
Yes.
Yes. Then we are in agreement.
Yes.
Anywho, I was just coming to see what the wish people look like, and honestly, I'm not impressed.
Yeah, we're not that impressive.
I know. Personally, I think it was a waste. But, not like anyone ever listens to what I have to say. I'm kidding. Many people do, but just not in this case.
Nobody cares.
Wait, are you a god or something?
No!
No, she's a little girl. Probably the one with the fucking owl mask.
Sure. I think I don't think we're just talking to just a girl.
Okay, look,
I don't
we
have...
usually know when we're talking to gods, right?
Yeah.
No.
When was the last time we talked to a god?
Bahamut?
It was Bahamut, and we knew
What's
who
a-
he was.
Okay, but you didn't know who the Raven Queen or Istis or Tamora... You didn't know who they were when you were talking to them.
I knew she was a Raven Queen when we were talking to them. She had a raven. She was cheating at cards with a raven.
Okay,
of course I knew she was a Raven Queen.
She was not cheating, according to her.
Yeah, okay, fine. She wasn't cheating. It was just making the fucking table fair, because at least two of the other people could change the fucking order of the cards at will.
Okay,
Probably.
Orcus...
I'm entirely sure that Istis could have changed the order of the cards at will.
Oh, she probably could stack the deck, but Orcus was not cheating. Orcus, I will go on the record and say Orcus was the only one not cheating. Only because if he did and got caught, the Raven Queen would never let it down.
Play anymore.
No, they would never let him forget.
I thought this was a giant pile of needles, and I was going to be scared, but it's a giant pile of mechanical pencils.
I'd argue that's worse.
Why?
The girl goes to leave the window. Starts to turn around
Did you
to hop
unlock
out.
this?
Why?
Wait, she's hopping at this or?
No, she's hopping. She's turning around to leave the window and head
This
outside.
isn't very good mac and cheese. I shouldn't have spent $5 on this.
She's leaving the room and probably gonna run off somewhere else unless you stop her.
Can you unlock this?
Why?
Because it would be nice.
Am I a nice person?
Yes.
Maybe? But for some reason, my instincts tell me that you aren't.
She smiles and laughs. roll perception or roll persuasion.
Well, I am a bard.
That's true. You can
I
get
get
it
to
done.
use my new dice. Oh fuck, that ain't good.
Oh, fuck. Why'd you at me in general and not in the fucking game time? That's another.
Wait, what? Oh,
I was about to roll in general because you added me there.
That was the trick.
$26.
All right, she says, "All right, but you'll owe me, and I will collect." And she
Where do we owe you?
she hops over to you, and quickly undoes the. She pulls out a pin from her hair and manages to pick the lock. Actually, as soon as she pops the lock, the door opens and you can see Lee accompanied by a young kid, probably 14, with brown hair, dirty brown hair, and they just look at y'all and are like shocked, and the kid with the brown hair just says, "What are you doing? You can't. No. What? Why? Get out!" And
Just because I'm the only one that's not good aligned.
what? No. Lee speaks up and says, "No. It's just a precaution. It's just a precaution. I mean, we don't know who you are. For all we know, you could be a spy. And that is why you are going to be kept under constant surveillance."
I thought you magicked us here.
Yes, we did, but that is why that's why you're here and not in a dungeon.
Stupid fucking sovereign kingdoms think they can get their own way. Even though we're all fucking tiny.
They can do whatever they want in this town. It's like they own the place.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I mean, we do kind of own the place.
So you're dictators.
No, we're not dictators.
You're dictating shit at me.
Yeah, because we don't know who you are.
My name's Fortuna. Now you know who I am.
Okay?
My name's Rocky.
My name...
And that's Steve.
He
Well,
doesn't talk much.
nice to meet you. My name is Lee Lavore, and this is my friend, this is my associate, Nicholas Flamel, and she ran off. And I see you met my sister. So...
See, I knew she was a bitch.
Excuse you?
Why
She's
would
gonna
you
be
say
a bitch.
Why
That
would you
is-
say?
Do you know who we are?
Yes.
Okay, then you know you should probably hold your tongue. That is the
I
chosen...
don't know. I kicked your ass before.
I have no recollection of that. When I pulled you here and handcuffed you and put on a shirt, I do not want to know
We
why.
had just gotten beat up. We had just got done having one of the biggest fucking fights to save the world.
Okay, well, maybe you can have a big fight to save the world again.
You pull our asses here. 1,000 years. Back in the days of Discord. Huh?
No. The days of Discord were millennia ago.
Whatever. It doesn't matter. There's fucking war going on. I don't want to be here. Wait, is there a war yet?
Yes, there's a war. That is why we handcuffed you. Now please put your handcuffs back on.
No.
Alright, then I guess we'll have to take it by
Put
force.
your hand. All right.
Several guards come in.
Let's just cooperate for now. Just
Why
get
do I
these
need to be
handcuffs.
handcuffed? It's not like I can kill you in any way that I couldn't do while being
Let's
handcuffed.
not threaten that. Let's not
I'm not
make that
threatening.
happen.
I'm being anti-threatening. This is the opposite of threatening.
It sounds like a threat.
Let's just do what they say.
It's not a threat when I say I can't kill you.
Yeah,
Let's just do what they say.
listen to the human. I advise you, okay? My brother will
Alright,
not nearly
we'll
be
deal
as
with this
patient
later.
with you as I am.
Oh, the human, is it? Is that where we're going now? Oh, fuck. Is Steve handcuffed?
No.
God damn it. You're racists.
No! No, 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 that's not it!
You're racist.
No! I'm
looking at like, listen, I've dealt with this before. Just keep the handcuffs. Just
Is
No.
Walkie the black friend? who's
No.
had to-
No!
what?
No!
It's like, come on, we know how to deal with it. Just cooperate.
Listen, my...
Fortuna is the privileged white woman who's trying to get her way.
No!
There, that sounds like the dynamic.
That's not it at all.
That would just make
isn't-
that happen.
The
Don't
reason...
worry, we break the fourth wall all the time.
The
Don't
reason
worry
why
about
you're handcuffed is because you're an unknown. You are an
it.
unknown.
And they're not?
Well, he's a dragonborn. They're close allies with us. He's a human. That's our kingdom. Are you human? If so, then why are your ears so big? Are you an elf?
I'm
If so,
half human.
what? If you're, do you half human, half what?
Well, a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
And
Just
what would? If this is human, then what would that be?
Well, technically, the part that's genetically me is elf. But there's also a part... Whatever. No, magic, okay? Just deal with whatever.
What?
Look, humans have the ability to fuck whatever they want, and they can have viable offspring. That's the human magic.
As you say that, Lee puts his hands over Nick's ears.
I thought she's... Nicholas, right.
Yeah.
He's still around.
Yeah, he's 14.
Whatever, he's a dirty old pervert anyway.
He's not, though. He's
Not yet, he's not, but he will be.
No. When you see him... Never mind. Anywho...
I'm
my,
just trying to say, what I am genuinely, I am trying to get him to slip up and reveal that he knows stuff about us, so I cannot be handcuffed.
who?
Anyone, Lee.
Lee?
Fuck him.
I have
He's a
never...
dick, anyway.
I've never met you in my life.
You will have later.
But
I have met you, even if you haven't met me.
I mean, I've met you now.
All right then, now we're friends.
No, we're not. Okay, look, my brother wanted to know when you'd wake up. We
About
informed.
10 minutes ago.
Yes, we informed him, and he wants to speak with you. Please come with us. We just want to make sure you're not going to try any funny business.
Whatever, he's an asshole too.
You-
What? Your ice.
Am I wrong though?
You've never met
That's
him.
not the point.
You
We have met him, and he's a dick.
no, you haven't.
Whatever. Look, okay.
You've
see,
seen-
time is not a river. It is a giant ball of timey-wimey stuff.
I mean,
It goes in a circle.
I know how time works. My sister is the chosen voice of Istis. Like I know how I know how this works.
Look, we have to go back to the future.
Please, just let us go, and we will take you.
All right, let's go.
All right. Now, please wear your handcuffs.
Nope.
If you don't, then you will be detained.
Where are your handcuffs?
No, Guaki, that's not gonna be enough. Like, Fortuna, just simply do this. Like,
They're racists.
No!
Yeah, just wear the
We're
handcuffs.
not!
There's people who are ignorant about, like, what are you? They're afraid.
I am half elf, half human. That puts me on the line. They're racists.
Yeah, and
At the same
no.
time,
What?
you probably haven't met someone of your special qualifications.
We are at war. I hope you understand why we are being conscious with unknown variables.
Yeah, you're at war because two bitches wanted to get freaky.
What?
Never mind. Just don't worry about it. Anyway, you're on the side of the evil ones anyway.
No, we're not. We're not evil.
You said you were on the side with the dragons.
Wait, excuse me. Okay, I'm being offended right now, Fortuna.
I think we found who's the racist
Okay.
one.
I'm offended right now.
Well,
You know for a fact
You
that
get-
they are evil.
right,
I think we
The
found the
dragons
racist
are
one.
evil right
Alright,
now.
I'm putting the handcuffs off.
okay. You
That's
roll
done.
Look,
roll sleight of hand to put handcuffs on Fortuna. Gabby.
Yes.
The dragons are evil right now. You know this, Steve. You said so
It's a
yourself.
test. Can I get advantage because he's like arguing?
Yeah,
She's
roll
arguing in her
roll
trouble.
advantage.
You don't like
Yeah.
her, Steve. Why do you think she's... You know she's evil.
Okay, what?
Nat 20! Nat 20! Yeah, okay. Okay, dictate how you do. It's a Nat 20. You control the scene. How do you do this?
Actually, I'm just like, okay, I need to put your hands behind your back. As she's still arguing at everyone, and I'm just like putting it on and just like citing, saying like, oh, please remain silent. Anything you
God.
said can be used against you in the court of
You're
whatever.
a pig.
For all. Okay?
You-
You have a right to a public defender. I don't know what they call those these days.
Lee is just face palming really hard.
Pigs in a blanket. Fry them like bacon.
Okay, that's inappropriate, so please step this way.
Okay, you
This
You-
is great.
you lead. They lead you to a large to a set of large doors, and before y'all enter, Lee just gives a heavy sigh and just says, "Please, my brother does not have nearly the patience I have.
You're a racist.
I'm not. Okay?
You're siding with literally evil people, and you're racist.
I'm not
Alright.
siding. The dragons have been our allies for thousands
Yeah,
of
and
years.
they used to be good, and they're just evil now for the last, 4 years.
Yeah, because
Year.
the Fae stole their leader. The Fae did away with their
dragons
leader.
The dragons stole our leader. Sort of. Technically. I feel like it's actually more like the dragon stole, but it's kind of confusing
We're
because
not-
it was
we're not-
Bahamut's
yeah.
choice. And you see... Okay, look! Time travel!
It. all I.
You
are supposed to
I plead for your insanity.
All that we need. All.
We're literally time travelers. You know this.
Yeah. Yes. We know that you are from a different time, so that I can give you some leeway.
We're not at the war at the time.
Yeah, but
In fact, we're pretty close damn fucking allies. Well, not with you, your kingdom.
I hope...
Because you don't exist anymore.
Well, that's understandable. If you're from that far in the future, I'm likely long dead. As morbid as that
alive.
is.
You're alive. No, the kingdom's gone.
Okay. I'm starting to believe that insanity plea now, because that would make no sense. My sister told me you are from a millennia in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would obviously be dead.
You were put in
this kingdom. This kingdom is gonna last far longer than.
Okay, have the other two just decided not to try to just not reveal the fact that we're time travelers now?
How can we reveal? Alright, you know what?
They know we're time travelers.
I'm not your defensive anymore. I need you to buy evidence that we're time travelers.
No.
Like proof and evidence.
No. I believe you. My sister foresaw it. She's the one that decided on the wish we were going to make.
Why couldn't we have made our wish? It would have been way more fun.
Really, what would you wish for? Realistically, what would you wish for? What's so important in the future that you need to sacrifice so much for a wish? All right? Like, what the
fuck is going on? That was so loud.
That sounds like a helicopter.
Yeah,
Lee says, what is so important to you that you would make the sacrifice it takes to make the wish?
What sacrifice?
Is it something of equivalent exchange? Like, is that what we're talking about?
We killed 7 people. Is that the sacrifice, or is it beyond that?
No, we didn't, Your Honor. That's hearsay.
Literally.
I mean, they were corrupted at the time.
Your Honor, hearsay. I was not here during this event.
So, I mean, but it doesn't matter. Someone's alignment doesn't determine their worth. But, however, they were being mean.
I would advise that. I would advise you only talk when asked a question, because things will end poorly if you continue as you are. I have stalled as much as I could. I have delayed as much as I could to try and emphasize here
racist.
The important. I am not.
Would you? God.
All right, let's go.
I literally want to cast silence on him right now.
I'm just gonna accept whatever fate this person.
Lee opens the door into the throne room.
No, this isn't fine.
Yes, it is.
No.
You are
to the person.
You are all yelling as you enter the throne room. This is you are all yelling as you enter the throne room.
I wish I had a silence spell. I wish I had delayed silence.
I'm just gonna roll my eyes and close my mouth and just put my hand behind my back as I walk in the front.
It's already behind your back. It's already behind your back.
All right.
Because you're handcuffed.
I'm gonna flip off my 2 companions and stop talking.
Okay, as you are led into the throne room, you can see there are 3 chairs. One of them is already occupied by the young child. The one on the left is occupied by the young child. The one on the right is currently empty as Lee walks towards it. But the one in the middle, the biggest one, sitting there, is a human man with long black hair, and not much facial hair, nothing more than maybe just 5 o'clock. But he stands there looming over you. His throne is decked out with deer, like the head of the
accoutrement.
the head of the chair has antlers, giving him the appearance of having antlers behind him. Yes, I can. Oh, you're muted, Dave. You are currently muted, Dave. And he sits there and just says, "So, these are the supposed heroes?" Would you please introduce yourselves?
My name's Graki.
I'm
This is
Uru.
Fortuna, as I point to Fortuna, and this is Dee, as I point to Dee.
Okay. Dave, when you say your name, no, Dave just left the chat. I'll wait till Dave joins back in. Let's see.
Fortuna's like looking in a completely other direction. Fortuna is humming the necromancy song.
Necromancy song.
The song when you hear it, what you hear when necromancy plays.
All right.
She's humming the music of when Detect Magic detects necromancy.
I think that was I think that I said that the necromancy music was carnival music. So are you growling at the? Are you purposely intimidating the dogs?
You're making me scared.
Just walk past them.
I am.
The man before you, after being introduced by y'all, the man before you, Dave, when he says your name,
Okay, I'm back.
Oh, nice. All right, Dave, when you say your name, the guy sitting in the middle whispers to the other two before addressing y'all and says, "Wonderful to meet you. I am Lorenzo Lavore, Lord of the Coast, and begrudgingly, I must ask for your assistance. Lady Istis saw fit to bring you to us."
Oh yeah, she's kind of hot. No, I don't say things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
please.
tell me.
You said you need assistance.
Yes.
I mentioned my last name as well. I think it was Lionhorn.
Lancelot.
Lancelot. Yes, I mentioned Gabby.
Guacky.
No, Gabby. Guacky Lancelot. Guacky Lancelot.
Yes. Well, so I do believe now that there is at least some merit to this frankly ludicrous plan proposed by a 12-year-old. No offense. But desperate times do indeed call for desperate measures. So, tell me, what is it, what qualities do you have that makes Lady Istis see fit to bring you here? Why is it that... Yes?
I raise my hand and be like, I believe for like Lady Istis, she sees like a soul that is enraptured in like enough emotional energy in order to repel back like the fate that has been bestowed upon others. for like my case, I like to rebel against any sort of forced fate that that other people would like to besiege and rewrite it into my own, even if it costs a lot of consequences.
So are you
Negative.
saying that you would rebel against your own country, your own kingdom?
Oh, that? No, no. I actually fought for my country, like back in my time.
Hmm, I see.
Fortuna is like has a pain expression on her face because her hands really want to facepalm and she can't right now.
And what about you? And he points to you, Fortuna, and says, why did Lady Isis see fit to drop you here with your interestingly large ears?
Well, I am very good at a lot of things. I am a skill monkey, if you want to understand what that means. I am strong. Well, not physically, but with power. And I am diplomatic. I can speak my way out of situations. I have talked my way out of everything from a backroom brawl to actual treason, but only the very light kind where it was for the greater good, of course.
And what do you see as the greater good, quote unquote?
Everyone's happy?
And who do you define as everyone?
All ones?
So this treason, so you have no qualms with going against your kingdom?
Well, it technically wasn't my kingdom. It was his. And I gesture at Steve.
So you actively fought against the dragons, our close allies.
No. You see, I fought with the dragons against the other dragons. It was a civil war scenario. And I was doing everything I could to make sure the minimum amount of civilians were harmed during the conflict. That was my goal. No civilians harmed, even during a bloody secession war, which involved one of the people that I have to admit was one of the nicest people I knew, dying in front of me because he had to die. And he kind of admitted he had to die because he kind of partially killed him. That was complicated. He took his helmet off when it could have helped. Anyway, bloody secession war, but I was working to prevent the deaths of thousands with, good times. It might have been better if we could have just invited more people to that party.
What is y'all's knowledge of the current geopolitical stance of the world at this current time?
Currently, nothing.
There's a major war going on between two massive kingdoms where each kingdom believes the other kingdom yoinked their head of state, both of which were the ones that were more good aligned, while their companions are now ruling who are less good aligned. It's complicated. They're more chaos aligned, I would say. Well, no. I guess, technically, what's his face McBoring Butt is more law aligned than his sister, rather than, I guess they kind of just reversed. But the Fae isn't supposed to be law aligned, and the dragons really shouldn't be chaos aligned, because when they are, bad stuff goes down, and that's what's going down right now. There's this bloody war because each side believes the other one slighted them, and blah, 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 blah.
And you do not believe that? You do not believe that the Fae are responsible for the disappearance of the Lord Bahamut?
No. I believe my theory was always that he and Titiana went and fucked.
You get a bunch of gasps, and Lorenzo is amused by the thought, but it is, but that is a thought that many do not consider likely. You get the feeling. That is.
I know one's law aligned and one's chaos aligned, but they were. I don't know. They liked each other in my time. Maybe they were kidnapped together.
And who would have done this kidnapping? If the heads of the Feywild were not responsible for the kidnapping of a draconic god, then what power would be? As far as we are
not
aware,
sure who would have anything to gain. I would say you guys, but you have nothing to gain because you're just getting caught in the crossfire. Let's see. I guess the devils and demons might have done it, but we haven't really talked to them much. So there's the Underdark. They don't like either kingdom. Unless, wait, did the Underdark still consider themselves part of the Feywild at this time? Because I don't think they did, but I can't remember.
The Underdark has explicitly refused to participate in the war.
Well, they might have something to gain at this point, depending on how independent they already were, and if they needed more independence.
So, despite all this time, you have no real reason for me to suspect that it wasn't the Fae responsible.
Well, Titiana was kidnapped.
Or is she running and hiding?
Why would she? Okay, here's the question. What does the Feywild have to gain?
The machinations of the Fae are as much a mystery to me as anyone else.
What could they possibly have to gain? Because I can't think of a single thing.
I do not know, but they are beyond logic, beyond reason.
It doesn't matter if they're beyond reason. The Fey courts like bickering amongst themselves, not fighting exteriorly. The only person in the Fey courts that could possibly have anything to gain from a war with the dragons is someone that was trying to get the Fey courts to work together. But I can't think of a single person that could have benefited from that isn't really boring.
And who would you consider to be boring within the Feywild?
What's his face? The guy that's ruling now.
Oberon?
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, he's king in my time too, but he's just... he throws really bad parties.
So, what you're saying is that the person currently running the Feywild as regent has the most to gain out of this war.
Well, that is assuming it was anyone in the Feywild. But even then, it's not very much. The most to gain is like a tiny bit of political power in return for losing his sister and losing the one person that's way, way, way better at ruling than he is.
So, you want me to believe an absurd thought of some third party being responsible for the loss of the leader of our closest ally, but have no clue, even 1,000 years in the future, who it could possibly have been. Is this war not concluded in the future? Does this war run for 1,000 years? Because if so, then this truly was a waste of my time.
The war is ended. The war ends when they get back. Bahamut and Titiana.
Then where are they now?
They do not say. I've asked both of them in person, and they are very elusive about that, and also just about being around. So they don't like talking to us that much. I don't know. Bahamut's kind of chill, but Titiana's kind of elusive.
Roll persuasion.
Okay.
To see if he believes you or not.
What's my persuasion? It's a 10. Let me roll that. Okay. 10 again. Let me roll something more than a 10 again. Because it'll be more fun that way. Fuck.
No, he does not.
14.
He does not believe you at all. Like your story seems incredibly absurd to him. Like he was already convinced that making a wish to bring people in who could end the war was a bad idea. All right.
Okay,
I don't know why we should be able to end the war. We're not exactly good at ending. Well, okay, we are good at ending wars, but not like in a peaceful manner.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, then I'm thinking like maybe I should try to convince him since Fortuna has not been doing an alright job.
All right.
All right.
Oh, come on. Don't try to get the leader position again just because you're back in time and your mistakes don't count anymore.
Listen, Fortuna. I'm not doing this for like a leader position right now. I'm doing this in order to like save these people right now. I don't even care about like whether or not I'm respected in history or not right now. Okay? As long as we get that clear.
Legacy. What is a legacy?
Legacy
it's a song
just...
that
doesn't exist yet.
That I never get to see.
Doesn't exist.
So I'm just gonna tell these guys straight up. So look, we may have come from the future. We may have been like dealing with like our own struggles. Like some of us have been weak about dealing with our own vices. But in the end, we managed to pull through on this. And right now, if the wish has bequeathed us to be the ones tasked with like such a mission, and I honestly say, believe in your faith. And I right now say believe in the power of like vices and virtues that have conjugated together for this very moment to help.
Do you really want to say conjugated?
No, I just
like conjugal or like like a conjugal visit.
I will deliberate with my counsel. You will be escorted to our court wizard who will...
Ooh, who's the court wizard?
You will meet him shortly. But you will... He will determine your worth.
At this rate, that'll be the fucking albino guy.
Sir Famel, if you would escort them. And Nick says, yeah, yes, sir. Yes, my lord. And starts leading you out.
Alright.
Hey Nick, can you make a promise to me?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
In the future, if you ever make a magical island, could you try not to take any like scruffy human adventurers and human adventurer anthropologists?
That's a very odd request.
It would make me feel a lot better.
Now, when you say scruffy, like
The type of like human anthropologist that wears a fedora and like womanizes and stuff, but like he has a secret like heart of gold.
that is oddly specific.
Well, yeah, that's why I'm asking you.
Does something happen in the future? No, don't answer that. I do not want to know my future. Okay.
Yeah, you probably don't. It's kind of depressing.
It's not like a safe bet, like to even because of years go by, you can easily get it.
Yeah.
You probably don't want to know your future. It's kind of depressing.
Yeah, I know. I know that. I know that it can be bad to know your future because, like, I've read the fables where the people try to stop what happens and that only causes it to happen anyways. Like, I know. I know that I should just
but we're
let what
time
happens
travelers.
Well, it still does not mean that necessarily we'll be able to change it without using
The whole
direct
point of us
action.
being here is like stopping some shit, right?
The war.
Yeah, but the war gets stopped, whether we come here or not.
Maybe it's just a stable time.
I don't like stable time loops. They're no fun.
Why would
What if we murdered some people? Does that mean it would stop being a stable time loop? If we kill people we know are alive in the future?
I don't know. I know that I know that that Lady Lavore has theories about what'll happen if you mess with events so they don't happen the way they're supposed to. But
what if we like move Gwaki's mom from one side of the world to the other side?
I don't know where she is.
She was just born a little while ago.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that doesn't like.
I don't even want to even.
I don't know where. It could be
or she might still be an egg.
Yeah.
You really want to risk the parents' the childhood like that? Like seriously.
I mean, my great grandfather's around, but he's just a kid.
I mean, like for me, technically.
Ooh, if
right
I
now.
could remember any of the history I learned in high school, I could go tell him what to bet on. Too bad I don't remember any of that history.
Roll history.
Yeah. Okay.
What we need to do is go back into the future and then come back
with a sports almanac.
Wasn't that done in a movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, Back to the Future 2.
No, 3.
Yeah.
No, it was 2. 3 was the one in the West.
Oh yeah, I keep mixing the two up.
Whatever. Did you know Marty originally died in the timeline at the end? That's how Doc knew to go back in time with the ladder to try and stop it.
That's a theory.
A film theory.
And cut. A film theory and cut.
Anywho, so Nick leads you to a spiraling tower that goes up pretty high. And when you get there, there's a door. There is a magically locked door, but he's able to easily unlock it because he has the permissions as an apprentice to the wizard. And he opens it and says, Karsus, the lords wanted to send them to you.
Who
And
is it?
the wizard's name is Karsus, and
Have we seen him before?
well, he currently has like a welder's mask on, and is wearing a hood. He's wearing a silvery cloak, and a hood. He's actually inspecting something, which you realize is the Fortuna sword. He's got like a he's
Hey,
like
my
looking
sword.
at. Whoa! Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you. I was deep in thoughts. So you're the wish heroes, correct?
Yeah.
We're the shooting
when-
stars.
That would be a good term to call you, I guess. Nice to meet you. He lifts up his welder's mask. He takes off his welder's mask, and you can see it is indeed the albino. And he says, "My name is Costas the Fourth. Nice to meet you."
Is he albino, though?
He is albino.
Okay. Because I was concerned that it was the magic that made him albino.
Wait. What type of species is he?
Human.
Human.
They're all human. They're racists. Remember?
No, I'm not racist.
Not you, the government.
What? No. I think you're having a misunderstanding. We weren't sure whether or not you were human and elf because of your ears, and we just had to take precautions. We're at war.
Then why am I still handcuffed?
That is a good question. Nick, would you please uncuff her? And Nick says, "Oh, sorry," and casts knock on the handcuffs to. They actually tighten a bit as he messes up the knock spell, and then Karsus is like, "No, like I showed you," and Karsus does it correctly, and they pop open and fall off.
Fortuna rubs her wrists.
They are sore.
This is really rough treatment for a pregnant woman.
Hey, I had to pull many strings to keep them from putting you in the dungeon. Please.
What are you doing with my sword?
I was inspecting it. I've never seen this kind of metal before.
It's like... Wait, what was it made of? What was the metal? Is it actually made of metal? I don't remember.
Well, originally it was made of an unknown metal, but it had similar properties to silver and mithril. However, it was broken and reforged with star metal.
Ah. Yeah, so it has a bunch of... It's a mixture.
Yes,
It's an alloy. It involves some metal from the stars, like a fucking asteroid.
Amazing. It seems to hold onto enchants very well. I really like how it does this. And he messes with the dial. Jesus fuck, I got dice all over my bed.
Whoops.
I spilled my dice bag.
That's hilarious, actually.
So, I've told you my name. What is yours?
I am Alessandra Colinar Fortuna.
Oh.
And I bow.
He nods.
For me, Deviju Uluru.
Uru, as in, like, the daughters of Tiamat Uru?
Yes, I'm being frank here.
Ah. Well, you will suddenly be a fine ally then. I can see why Istis saw fit to send you then.
It's definitely like something worth fighting for.
He gets to be descended from a deity. And I don't get to be descended from a deity. No.
And what about you, good sir? And he turns to Guaki.
He was raised by a dragon. And a turtle.
Amazing.
Sure.
And what is your name?
Graki, Lineborn?
Lancelot.
That's a lot.
Lancelot, yeah. It's Lancelot.
Ah, well, it's
We only
wonderful.
learned it like last year, so give him a break.
It's wonderful to meet you all. Um. The young lady has confirmed with us that you are indeed from the future. So it is so tempting to ask about what happens, but first off, does the war end within my lifetime?
Yes.
He breathes out a huge sigh of relief. Says, "Okay, okay, okay. That is quite the relief. So, would you like some tea? What can I get for you? Something to calm your nerves? I'm sure it's very stressful."
Don't we still have the pot of wholesomeness?
The what?
Fortuna just like sighs and rubs the bridge of her nose, and just goes, I really wish I could drink right now.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Food would definitely be good for us. I mean, we just
Yes.
traveled a great
Yes,
distance.
Food would be great.
Whatever happened to my bag of holding?
You have your bag of holding, but several items from it were missing.
Alright, well, I do still have the pots of wholesomeness, so
All right, which one do
we
you
need it.
which one do you use?
Well, do we need to use it, or should we use it, or...
Karsus actually claps his hands, and several from another room, you can smell something starting to cook. And after several minutes, there are warm sandwiches being brought out by some sort of servant that is unseen. He says, yes. So this is wonderful. Yes. He actually pulls out a book, like a leather journal, and starts writing things down. And says, "So, I have so many questions. First off, is there any way to undo petrification of a divine source in the future?"
Undo what?
Petrification of a divine source.
The divine sauce?
Source.
Petrification of divine source.
Yes.
What do you mean?
Hypothetically, if someone was petrified by a powerful entity on par with a deity, in the future, is there a way to unpetrify them?
Potentially. The
Haven't
easiest
we
way
done-
is to just get a deity to fix it.
Haven't we done that before? Fortuna?
Have we?
No, you have not.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Right. Okay. So, all right. So, sorry. I should probably focus on task at hand. So is there a way? What do you think is the war? What do you think would be? What do you think? How does the war resolve?
The two yeeted people come back.
Okay. Any how basically how do we get from point A to point B, and point E is the end of the war?
You had to make me yawn. I hate you.
How do you get from point A to point B, with point B being the end of the war?
I guess find the people that are taken. and return
see.
them to their folks.
That's gonna be a bit difficult. We've been trying that for the last, well, since the war began.
Have you tried looking for Titiana instead of Bahamut?
Well, we have tried to find her. She's essentially a fugitive in hiding, as far as we know. We have no idea where to look for her.
Have you looked for her as if she is kidnapped?
Well, the result would be the same. Where would she be? Like, we have searched for her in the Feywild. We've searched in the material plane, but we have no idea where she. We've been at square one for quite some time. We're fairly confident that she is currently hiding somewhere and doesn't want to be found, which is making things so much more difficult than it needs to be.
Yeah, sure. What if she and, they're both kidnapped and shit?
Okay, if hypothetically that was true, where would their who would their kidnapper be, and where? Like, where would they be? Because,
Well, we don't know. If we knew, we would just go and tell you, wouldn't we?
I was hoping. Sorry, I was hoping that you'd know. I mean, future and all that.
Yeah, well, they don't like talking about it. The only thing I know is that shortly after their kidnapping and after they get back, what's his face comes around.
What's his face?
Titiana's dragon friend. What's his name? Nather Skikathach.
I have no idea who that is.
Well, obviously not. He's not around yet.
Right. Well... sorry.
Any?
What?
Do we have like a short reason as to why we were brought here? Like,
Oh,
certainly no.
we found. So, you're gonna like this. We found some artifacts. They're called the Hearts of Terrell. I've been searching them for a long time, and I've been researching them for quite some time. And he gestures to a stone tablet that is on a workbench, that is covered in various runes. And he says, we had one of our more powerful common mages activated, may he rest in peace, and we made a wish to bring forth some way of ending the war, and
I'm sorry,
you were
what
brought.
was that last part?
I said that we made a wish to.
No, before that.
I've been researching them for a long time. The Hearts of Terrell?
In between the two.
Oh, we had a common mage be the one to activate it.
What happened to him?
Oh, he was drained of all his magic, and I mean,
why would that happen?
Well, that's how it works.
Why?
Time magic is pretty. I figured they thought that.
Well, I've been trying to find some way of circumventing it. All I know is that there needs to be harmony between them, and there needs to be a harmony sparked between them in order to summon the Gaia, and we've done many magics.
I don't know. Whatever. Fine.
You will note that in the last, at the end of the last session, you did not actually get the chance to summon the guy because you were pulled in.
Yeah, but
into
we
the past.
had the apples, and the apples were gonna do it for us.
Well, either way, as far as we know, the only way to bring forth the guy is to sacrifice someone proficient in the arcane arts. It is sad, but it is a necessary sacrifice. You know, the needs of the many are outweigh the needs of the few and all that.
What? What was that last bit?
I said the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few and all that. You know.
So, are we talking about utilitarianism right now?
Yes. I'm glad you're familiar with the concept.
The problem with that kind of philosophy is that you end up killing everyone.
No.
It ends up losing.
It doesn't kill
because it
everyone.
keeps going.
Well, if we had a way to activate them without the necessary sacrifice, then we can assure you that we would.
Create a fabule that can do it.
Create a what?
A magical device to do it for you.
If we had the capabilities, he gestures to several machines that are all vastly different, but with one commonality, and that is that they have 7 slots. They seem to have 7 slots of the same size. He says, "I have tried to circumvent that. I cannot find any. What do you know about magic? All right." I'm sorry, but I am an experienced wizard. My family is very experienced in the arcane arts. My great-grandfather is one of the greatest arcanists to have ever lived. Granted, it kind of went off the rails towards the end, but that is neither here nor there. But I know what I am talking about. What do you know? You're clearly not, you don't seem to have any experience in the arcane arts. I found neither components nor a focus on you or anything aside from items that did have magical effects, but nothing that would that I could see you channeling magic.
Do I have my violin?
It was in the room. It was in the room down there.
Can I have it? Can I go get it or something?
You could probably.
No, I'll have Hey, Flamel, Nikki.
He gulps and just says, yes.
Could you grab me my violin?
Yes. Okay. And he okay. And he runs downstairs. While you're waiting, Karsus is like, "So what, you're gonna play me a song? Some sort of court entertainer?" I mean, no offense to you, but I take pride in my work.
Fortuna is just gonna look really smug. What about Deve? Does he know Deve can do magic?
I don't know.
Deve!
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, sorry. Sounded like
I don't remember. Do they require thingies? A magic focus.
Deve has a components bag probably. I
can't remember if they have what arcane spell.
I'll say that Al gave Deve a components bag.
Al?
Yeah, the Pom Pup, the rogue Pom Pup, who taught Deve the arcane
when
ways.
I hear Al, I just for some reason my immediate thought was the character from
Fullmetal Alchemist.
Yeah.
Huh? No.
Oh.
What? Not
the character
Alphonse?
from No, the character from Quantum Leap.
Uh,
Al, where are we?
anyway,
I, Al? Don't fuck with me.
alright. So,
Hmm.
uh,
So,
yeah, Deve does have his components bag.
Cool. So we know Steve can sort of do magic, right?
Yeah. I mean, there's not very many components there. No offense. I'm sure you're great in the arcane arts. You just don't seem to have as much. Your components would say that it would indicate that you're not nearly as experienced as or dedicated as someone like me or my apprentices.
hmm.
Obviously, Guaki
Is that a
can't do
dick?
magic, but he can do like fun stuff.
Wait a minute. Is that a dig on me?
No, he's basically saying he acknowledges that you can cast spells, but also that you are not a dedicated wizard.
Just have to warn you, don't cast fireball. Just saying.
Very useful for like S-band.
Don't cast fireball. Why would I ever cast fireball? I'm just a poor, a misunderstood woman. I can't cast any spells. That's what this man is telling me. Why would I cast fireball? Of
No
all
one
things?
is discriminating you.
Please.
Fireball? Why would I cast fireball?
We know why you would cast fireball.
Ken, I get the
So
feeling
many
that you were
reasons.
trying to mock me. At this time, Nick comes back with your violin. You'll notice that he forgot the bow.
You kind of missing something there, buddy.
My bow?
I didn't see one back there. So you're Carson says a bow. So you're a ranger?
No.
The little
I'm
stick
rank-
with the horsehairs on it. It was made of rosewood.
Oh.
You know.
Oh yeah, I'll go get that, and he runs back down. And Karsus just like, so what? Are you just gonna serenade us to sleep? I mean, I can put people to sleep magically. He waves his hand. Deve. Oh wait, I forgot that's not
Yeah?
how sleep works.
That is not how sleep works.
Yeah.
It's a little more complicated than that.
Yeah, no, I forgot.
It's about
It's-
HP.
Yeah, I forgot about that. So
Oh, it is about HP.
yeah, 5.
Well,
Let's see,
thankfully,
how many
I
is
have
it
that
per?
knowledge in hand.
So it's 2d8 per spell.
There's a
Okay,
reason why I was
5.
too lazy to ever learn how to use sleep.
Second, 7. 14.
I mean, okay, which levels?
14
Which?
I'm just trying to
level
figure-
you get lucky enough.
All right.
I'm just trying to figure out-
85. Deve, 85. Do you have more health than 85?
Yes.
Damn it. Okay, you're a little drowsy, but you stay standing. Fuck, I just
I'm
lost
trying
one of
to
my.
think of what could possibly be. Are there any dead people around?
I mean, people die every day.
Would that be impressive enough?
I mean, ow. People die every day. I mean,
Distracting.
so what? You're just gonna? So what are you, a minstrel?
I'm a bard.
A what?
I believe the best term that might be common at the time of this time period
There's
is
nothing
a
in there.
scop. I'm a scop. You know what a scop is?
Can you spell that? And he pulls out a dictionary.
Nothing there.
And in there, there was a bottle. Well, all right, guys, do you think you want to do?
Damn it! Can I spell scop?
How do you spell it?
I'm trying to find out. God, scop. God damn it! Why? This is really hard to spell. Um.
By the way, am I
It
the one
won't
with the
give me
lowest
any.
HP?
It won't give me any. I can't find it.
Oh.
It's the Old English word for a bard. Oh.
Oh,
I guess it's just
SCOP.
SCOP?
He says, no,
Or Skald. SKLD. SKALD.
doesn't, nope, I don't really, doesn't ring a bell. Can't find it in here. I mean, gestures to the dictionary.
I use music and lyricism. Oh, that's right. I am technically proficient in that. And I convinced you years ago to let me use it as an instrument.
And you never used it, so I'm gonna take that away from your proficiency.
I'm proficient in poetry.
You never used poetry.
I could rap.
I'll say that because your character has not used it within a year in the campaign.
I have. I feel like every time I've made a Hamilton reference and used that to cast a spell, that counts.
I think that's more one-liners. I'll say at this point, Nick comes back with the bow.
All right.
Is this it?
Yes.
All right.
All right.
And
I'm gonna do
Tarsus
something.
is like, okay, play us a jam. All right. I would
All right.
love.
Does that mean you're willing?
Willing for what?
To come with me on a magical adventure.
He scoffs and says, just show what you're gonna do.
All right. I'm gonna walk up next to him,
Mm-hmm.
and he's willing.
No,
Yes.
he's not willing.
He's willing.
He's not willing.
He's willing.
He is not willing.
Yeah, he's willing.
I am the DM saying he's not willing.
But he said he was willing.
No, he did not. He said, do whatever it is that you're going to try. He's challenging, not willing. You have to understand, this is a level 20 wizard and who comes from a long line of wizards. There are no bards in this time period.
I know, I'm just trying to figure
Oh
out how
my
to
God.
do this.
All right?
This is the most impressive thing that doesn't require me to, like, resurrect someone, and I don't know if necromancy is, like, frowned upon.
I would think it would be frowned upon. If not, it's only Waki who would basically be
Is
like
necromancy
immediately-
frowned upon around here?
Very contextual. I mean, we're not going to summon hordes of the dead.
Is there anyone, like, that's died recently? Oh, you know what? That's probably not that impressive. I mean, I would need a diamond, and I don't want to use this one, and I tap my father. Oh,
yeah. Because you weren't on a necklace. Didn't you have it made into a necklace?
yes.
Alright.
I, like, tap my father, the daddy diamond, as I have it listed on my character sheet.
Daddy Diamond.
Yes.
Yeah. Alright.
Fine, then. Fine. You want to be like that? And I am going, okay, fine. If he's not willing, this is a lot harder, but fine.
what are you gonna do?
Alright, I need to find a plane. What's the best... Alright, one sec. What's the plane that is least likely to get him hurt? What's that one of law? What's the law plane?
Oh, celestial.
Mount
You
Celestia.
gotta-
Yeah.
Mount Celestia.
What?
Alright.
The celestial plane, specifically Mount Celeste.
Alright, what I'm going to do is I need him to make a will save.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Oh, no, not a will save. Sorry.
Wisdom.
A charisma saving row.
Okay, charisma.
What are you doing?
Fuck, that's not gonna do it. 18.
Nope. Alright.
God, I
I
rolled
placed my
shit.
hand on him. I placed my hand on his shoulder, and he's gone.
All right, you fucking,
He is sent to a random place in the mountain.
are you going with him?
If you want to let me, yes.
All right, yeah,
Officially, that's not how it works.
you lock
But-
you lock arms with him and begin to play your fiddle, and in a bright flash of light, you are standing on a cliff on a purple mountain, a lavender mountain. You can see cherubs and angels are flying around. You can see the city of the Pantheon, where all the major Pantheon gods live. At least the ones that do dwell in the celestial plane.
I wonder if Bacchus is having a party.
You do actually see fucking the Hollywood lights. You do actually see Hollywood lights, which is weird because it's during the day. It appears to be, and Karsh is just like, where are we?
Mount Celeste.
Why are we here?
I cast a spell.
Take us back! Take us back! He is very panicked,
Do
and
you not want to go to the
as
party?
as you as you're standing here, a couple angels start flying towards you and say, "There he is! Hey, isn't that the guy? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it looks just like him." And they start rapidly flying towards y'all, and he says, take us back, take us back, take us back."
I roll my eyes, and I'm gonna have to cast Mind Shift again.
All right, he's
Take us
definitely
back.
willing now. He is willing.
All right, that makes it a lot easier.
All right,
So I just take us back.
yeah,
It just cost me an 8th level spell slot because I wasted my 7th level to get us here.
all right, you fucking you vanish before the angels can get back, and when you get there, Karsus is just like, please,
You
never.
really pissed off angels? Come on.
It's sins of the father. Trust me.
Is it just like
Okay.
a family thing? Really?
Yes. Okay. All right.
But I wanted to go to the party.
I won't stop you
We
from
have
going.
other things to do than party.
Yes.
But
How?
like- the best parties were happening back now.
There is.
We
Because
don't-
then there-
We don't need to. We don't. First of all, you went to the party without us. Okay. So, like,
you could have been willing and could have come with me, but he had to be alone.
okay, but you didn't say you were gonna. I wasn't sure what you were gonna do. You casted magic. I don't even think it's real.
Walkie doesn't think magic is real?
No.
No, he is not Allegaris. He is not Allegaris. He is stupid, but he's not that stupid.
Oh
No,
man.
that was a thing. I remember that being a thing.
Yeah. But yeah.
But that was like a thing, like in the first season.
Oh no, his mind hasn't changed.
So what does he think that all this is?
I don't know. Just like
Why
weird
does he think we
hardball.
time traveled?
You're Mr. Satan. You're basically Mr. Satan.
Yeah.
It's all just a bunch of smoke and mirrors.
Mirrors.
Oh, you know. Magnets. They put magnets in the ring.
This is the
It activated
strongest.
it because all the iron in my blood was throwing me out.
This is the strongest hall of illusions I've ever seen.
Illusions are still. Illusion is one of the classes, one of the schools of magic.
Nah, it's a hall of illusions. You know those places don't really.
Guagi,
Do you
Guagi
see any
ate
funny mirrors?
Guaki ate mushrooms earlier, and this.
It turns out he's been high for the last entire year.
I'll believe it.
gameplay.
Honestly, after you tried to rip the sleeves off of Dark Platinum Chainmail back in Fantasy Vegas, I'll believe it.
He's been high since Vegas. That makes so much sense.
I mean, he did eat the Tide Pods when in the first session he was
did
in.
eat the Tide Pods.
Yeah.
Didn't Fortuna also try to eat the Tide Pods, though?
You were going to until you realized they were Tide Pods. That's how long this campaign has been going. Tide Pods were relevant at one point.
Oh my god.
No, they weren't. They weren't relevant.
Yeah, they were a thing.
Yeah, it was the meme. The eating Tide
It
Pods.
was the meme, but it wasn't a relevant meme anymore.
No, it was still relevant when I...
No,
At that
It
time.
was super early. It was super
it was
early.
not relevant at the time. It was
Yeah,
maybe
it
at the
was.
end of being relevant.
I had so many Tide Pod meme jokes. Yeah.
Yeah. And also, Deve's mimetic cape.
The mimetic cape.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it's
Wait,
the cape
what
that...
about the cape?
It's a cape that, at first glance, is blue with black stripes,
Oh.
but shimmers into a white gold
Yeah,
stripe.
but that was old news by then.
Well, that's just because you didn't get it until then. Like, you didn't roll the thing to get it. I
At
added
least
it
it
there
wasn't
when it was
Yanny
new.
and Laurel, okay?
There was actually an item to, it was supposed to increase, it was supposed to, give advantage on persuasion and deception by swapping out the words. Anywho, yeah, Karsus, just fucking, he holds up his finger as if to say, one moment, and vomits into a trash can.
How was I supposed to know that you pissed off the guy?
I didn't do anything!
I would have been perfectly happy and taken you to hell if that would have been better. But I didn't know.
I didn't do anything!
I had no idea that the gods were angry at you.
They're not angry at me, they're angry at my grandfather.
Well, you look like him, so yeah, fine, whatever.
No, okay. I guess...
What you get for being an albino.
No, my family curse is a result of his actions, alright? It's not because... Okay.
Your family. Okay,
are you-
so you have to get rid of that.
Are you
Oh,
familiar...
but you don't. That's right.
Are
That's
you
too bad.
familiar with... Are you familiar with the folly?
The what?
The folly.
The Foley,
Are you...
like making fake noises.
Are you familiar with the kingdom of the Nethresi?
No.
Well, at least that gets washed away with time. I guess that's somewhat relieving.
I mean, to be fair, so does the coast.
That is concerning.
Just a bit, yeah.
So,
By my time, the coast is legendary. And by
okay.
legendary, we mean not everybody believes that it existed.
Okay. Well, everyone knows that the Nethresi did exist. Alright? Because that was within a lifetime ago, at least for the experienced spellcasters, or even just some of the those with more longevity.
Oh, that's right. I could meet my great-great-grandfather.
Sure, but as I was saying, if I tell you this, you need to tell me. You need to answer my questions. If I tell you this, is that a deal?
Why?
Well, because I need answers.
Okay,
All right.
ask away.
All right. What the fuck was that? You don't have a focus. Like, there's no magical readings from those, from either of those.
The instrument is the focus,
But
sort of.
it's not enchanted.
Focuses don't need to be enchanted.
He pulls out a book and pulls it out and pulls onto a page chapter specifically about arcane focuses. Arcane focuses are enchanted with the ability to basically substitute the need for components. However, bardic magic, you know this as a bard. Bardic magic, the magic is in the music, not the instrument itself.
Oh, that's right. It's technically not a focus because
Because you could do that with
music
any
is the
fiddle.
focus.
You could do that with any fiddle or any instrument you're proficient with.
I really need to get more instrument proficiencies.
Yeah, you really do. So yeah, he says that's how I looked over for anything that was magical, okay? And,
Clearly.
and that
Why'd you leave me my bag of holding then?
well, I mean, I picked through it, but there wasn't anything that was immediate concern to me. Like there was
You
nothing
left me
other
my
than
bag of cheese.
I mean, I
It's the
did.
best magic item
I'll be
ever.
honest. I did take a cheese from that, but the only
It's the
thing,
best magic item I have ever had.
the only
hands
thing
down.
that I felt I needed to take from you was that sword. It's very interesting. However,
Yeah, it
I
has my soul in it, so can I have it back?
what? Everything you
Listen.
say just brings up more questions.
She's not actually lying. That is her soul.
I don't lie.
I mean, not this
When
time.
was the last time I have lied?
But
Like, when was the last session in which I lied?
I'm trying to.
You have
I don't lie very often. I just say things in a very frank and ridiculous manner.
you have
Liar.
broken this wizard. You have turned this wizard's world upside down.
Oh, in the future, we're friends.
I would hope so, because I need to
Admittedly,
study
you lose all of your memories, but
What?
you're really, really fun to hang out with for like a couple minutes before we get bored because all of your books are blank. The future's weird.
Books multiple?
Not
You
spell
wrote a lot
books.
of books. Yeah.
Not spell books. No, you had a little library. It might have
Oh.
contained stuff with you.
Mhm.
Not spell books. I don't think so.
Oh.
Mm.
Well, I
Either
mean,
way, just be
maybe.
careful.
why?
No, yeah. I mean, there are. What was your name again?
Mine?
Yeah.
I am the Grand Wizard Cassus the Fourth.
Did we ever get a book with his name on it, or was it just Flamel stuff?
Flamel stole his books, or stole credit for his books.
So the books that had Flamel's name on them were technically his.
Yes.
Okay, so we do have
We
his
should
books.
teach him how to copyright them.
We're going to teach the magic of copyright. Oh my
Yeah.
god, that would be horrifying. Can you imagine?
I've only written, my journal is very private, and I would rather you not see it.
I don't have those, do I?
No, you do not.
Damn. Because it would be hilarious for me to show them to him. No, yeah, see, those include spells. So, actually, you do leave a collection of spell books. Sort of.
That's a terrible idea. Why would I do that? It'd be much better to keep them all in one space.
I think you just, like, decided that... Well, actually, it's a good idea. Okay, see, I know I'm not a wizard, so...
What are you? What did you... he pulls out his book and says, what did you say it was? You said a bar?
Bard.
Okay.
B-A-R-D. We use the magic of music. I do think, unfortunately, that it is technically connected to the Feywild, so maybe that's why it's not so common yet, because there's, like...
It is not connected to the Feywild.
I thought it was.
No,
Isn't
no.
there, like, a Fey connection to it?
No, you just know that it's not drawing the power from the plane of magic.
Where is it drawing the power from?
You don't know.
Wait,
Mm.
is this around the time of the first bard?
Yes, the first bard's around now.
Yeah.
There should be some guy inventing being a bard around somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, I've never seen musicians casting spells before.
There was somebody, they like showed up right here, right now, in this time period, and invented being a bard. They're like kind of famous. They
Alright.
were part of your Wizards of the Coast.
I am the only wizard of the coast, though.
There's like a
I-
whole team of
Wait
people.
a second. Wait. Oh my goodness.
What?
Did you not get the joke?
No, I think we're meeting. I think we're talking to that person. I think we're all talking to the first bard.
Anyway, there's a person who is inventing
No,
being a
you
bard.
not understand what this means?
I do understand what it means. I'm trying to be mysterious.
Okay.
I'm trying not to... Okay, look, I know that as a D&D player, my in-game... Like, as a bard,
My mind is being blown right now.
I
What
know
is it?
as a bard, my superpower basically ends up being trope awareness. But I wanted to play into it for a little while. Cause it
No,
would be
I'm just
funny.
putting the dots together. I'm just connecting the dots out. I'm like, whoa, wait a second.
Gloggy is just realizing that he's in the past.
Wait! Does that mean... You mean...
That's great.
Your friend there seems to be bewildered.
He's broken. Inside.
Well, that makes two of us.
Look.
Alright.
I think you know what you need.
Alright.
Don't worry about it. Even whether
Bard
or not...
question mark? You said it.
Yeah,
You said
so-
that someone. I need to look for someone going by the title of first bard.
Well, no, there's just someone who is, like, creating bardic magic right now and using it right now who's going to teach it to the world.
Alright.
Yeah, it's probably not a good idea to take that title because then it's just gonna mess everything up.
To be fair,
Yeah,
I kind of think the implication is that, but whatever. See, that is the trope awareness in me talking.
What?
That I end up being the first bard and creating bardic magic in some sort of weird
No,
circle.
it's the person we're talking to right
No,
now.
not
I'm a
he's not
wiz-
the first bard.
I'm
He's
a wizard.
He's a wizard.
No, but that's the point.
As-
You're supposed to teach him bardic
No,
magic.
But
he
then-
doesn't
So that
want bardic
he
magic. He's
takes
already
the
a
credit.
He can't
But-
become a bardic mage. He's a wizard, a 20th level wizard. He can't become higher level. Well, okay,
So,
with
supplements you can, but that is getting too meta even for this game.
Yeah.
Okay, fair. Alright.
Alright.
That is
Um,
too meta even for this.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Even for Fortuna.
I-
No, but
I'll
seriously,
I'll have to
the trope person in me
study
and
that.
talking is saying, but I will become the first bard, blah 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 blah, and stuff like that. So
Right. So so that moving through planes, um, he what other planes have you been to? Just out of curiosity.
Oh, that's very easy. We've been to the the plane of death. You know that the
The
living
astral
queen
only
plane?
domain.
very temporarily,
The astral plane.
Yeah.
very very temporarily. Don't worry about that one. That
Roll
was
roll deception because you have not actually been to the astral plane.
Didn't we like pop in there for a second while we were dying the like 30th time
No,
before we got resurrected?
you've never
I'm trying
checked
to
in.
say I don't think we really went to the astral plane.
You have
We just
seen
pissed-
it.
we-
You have seen
we
it when
pissed
you
off
use
the
Planar
Raven
Ally.
Queen because we never went there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole beef with the Raven Queen is because you've died many times and never checked in.
I mean, like, I bet there's a way to get the Raven Queen to let you like reincarnate and stuff through the right routes. You just need to fill out the paperwork.
Yes.
I wonder if she's as much of a bureaucrat back now. Or maybe there's another death deity.
No, the Raven Queen is the one in charge of the astral plane.
But she's not mad at us now.
Is she
Oh my
mad at you in
God.
the future?
I can flirt with her.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
If she is mad at
if
she is mad at you in the future, then maybe interacting with her in the present is what makes her mad at you.
no,
she was mad at us before I took this form.
So
But-
right now,
She would be able
I
to
could,
see
like,
your
see
soul.
because of this.
Like she would. The physical form has no bearing on the soul. She would be able to.
But
She would see you as the same in the future, I think. And no, if she's mad at you in the future, if you go back in time and try to flirt with her, then that might be what makes her mad at you in the future. And then
But she was
you
mad at us
go-
for like going and fucking up her game of cards and not dying when we were supposed to a couple times. And
you three are so much more absurd than I could have ever imagined.
I don't know.
I am honestly starting to
Technically,
regret the wish.
I don't think my soul would stay the same because technically my soul is in that sword, and that version of my soul has the old form. So technically, it must change.
How did you get in the soul? What? I'm pretty sure.
Time
that-
travel.
Of course.
Yeah, this is the third time we've time traveled. Fourth?
Third.
Third, unless you count going back to the future, the third time.
Well, no.
That's fourth time.
This is
Third
the
time.
this is the third time you have been involved in going into the past.
Yeah. I know. Because we all did individual time traveling, and then Fortuna has time traveled once on
Yeah.
his own.
Yeah. Because you fucked up
Which
majorly.
Sounds. That wasn't my fault.
It was explicitly your fault.
No, that was your fault because you didn't want me to use creative solutions.
Oh no, I did like your creative solution. It's just you forgot about the jar that was a portal to the element of water, the elemental plane of water. There was jars to all the elemental planes.
I was gonna turn it into a fishy. No, I was gonna turn it. I turned it into a shark, which meant that it would it would not die. It would die in the air, and then you had it knock over the plane of water.
Yeah, you need to be more aware of your surroundings.
I'm sorry. We're basically expositing to the listeners.
Yeah, there was time travel shenanigans. Fortuna went all Finn the Human and got us
Yeah.
a Fortuna sword. Anywho,
Yep.
back to the thing at hand. Karsus is just like has a paper bag and is hyperventilating into it.
Serious talk. Are you sure nobody's trying to invent bardic magic?
I have never heard of bardic magic before you entered my tower.
Is anyone trying to use magic that doesn't come from the plane of magic?
Well, there are those who draw their power from the deities, such as the young lady Lavore. There are those who draw them from the Feywild or fiends.
So warlocks exist and clerics exist. And
Yes.
paladins.
Yes.
Just bards don't because it's no fun.
Well, I mean, magic is still relatively new. It's barely even been 100 years since it's been rewritten.
Yeah. Stupid magic, blah, blah, blah. Alright. So, what were we doing? I got distracted.
Well, I was trying to fish information from you and realized
ask
I'm in
away.
over my head. Okay. How do we stop this war?
Find the bitches.
How do we find them?
Don't know.
I'm sure there's a way for us to find them.
I mean, if I was within a certain amount, I might be able to find them, or if you could create a magical device to help me increase the area of my locate creature, I might be able to.
I don't even know how to begin. I'd need to study your magic. I would need to study how
just
your
mean,
magic
like,
works in order.
Don't you think you could
amplify.
create like a device that just magnifies magic?
I
Like, it doesn't have to be
can.
specific. If you can just magnify magic, then I could cast a magnified version of locate creature and discover, and that should be able, with enough power fed into it, that should be able to allow me to find out if the creature is within the same plane and where it is on that plane. So I should be able to just move that to a couple prospective planes and discover whether that plane contains Tiziana.
All right. I can try, but I am slightly limited to how I am allowed to manipulate the weave.
The what?
The weave.
What's that?
It is the force. It is the energy through which magic is conjured, essentially.
Mana?
If that's what it is called in the future, then yes.
Why are you limited?
As I mentioned, my grandfather. So you remember how I said that it's been barely 100 years since magic has been rewritten?
Yeah.
Yes, that is because my grandfather kind of accidentally killed the former goddess of magic.
That's an oopsie.
Yes, that is an event called the Folly.
That's a big
It
oopsie.
it caused the
Who's the current god of magic?
Mistral. I believe her name is Mistral.
We should go talk to her. Maybe she can help.
She will not be glad to see me.
Well, then we could go without you.
All right. She resides in the
I'm sure she could help us find Tiziana.
she is the one that she resides in the celestial plane, the place I just was. The place.
Oh,
we
hey,
just
I bet she's at Bahamut's. Not Bahamut. Bacchus's party.
That might be very well. That very well may be true.
It's too bad I can't go back.
Well, if your magic works anything like ours, then a good night rest would allow for.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes.
Oh, or
That's right.
if I wanted to go back
That's
now, I could just eat.
So, Mistra, Mistra is the, yeah. Anywho, back in, so,
Do you have any more questions?
no, I mean, if I knew where to start, if we had an idea of where to start, then we could make headway. By the way, I said Nethresi. It turns out it's Nethril. I was getting it confused. It was
About what?
oh the kingdom before the coast was Nethril, not Nethresi. I was misreading.
Okay, so
Uh,
what's going on right now?
Karsus revealed that his great grandfather was responsible for the destruction of magic during the Folly and the destruction of the Nethril Empire.
Nethril. What was Nethril Empire again?
It's what
It's barely remembered by our time.
it
It was the
is.
thing before.
Yeah, it is completely unknown other than like
It's
vague
been
legends.
mentioned a couple times, but
Yeah.
I don't know if any of that was from our time.
The
And if
Nethril.
it was at all mentioned in our time, except for by these people, it would be extremely
Hold on.
esoteric.
Hold on, someone is calling.
We should finish up soon.
Alright.
So,
Yeah.
friend, how are you? David Drew.
I am not available. It's
Oh, me? I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. Like,
I'm sorry, I have
just it just feels weird, like being forced this time by like a wish of some sort for us to be here. I mean,
Sorry, that was work. They were trying to call me in, even though they know that I am not available at this time. Anywho, Nethril. Carson says Nethril was the kingdom before ours. It was said to be amazing. It had cities on floating cities. Can you imagine that?
Yeah,
like
why wouldn't I be able
there's
to?
only one person now who could do that, and it pisses me off so much because I would love to study that so much. I would
I
love.
can totally imagine a floating city. Why can't you?
No, I mean I can. Yes, I can imagine it, but I would have loved to have seen it. Unfortunately, the only one left, the only one that's left, who could even do that is an elf, not just any elf. So there's no chance of me being able to see it until the war's over.
Then let's make the war be done.
Yes, let's make the war be done. I'm glad we're on the same page. This terrible war is impeding my progress in my studies. It is so frustrating. Have you ever felt? Have you ever had something you just must know?
Like a plastic bag.
Have you ever? Has there ever been anything you wanted to know and you know that it is just out of reach and it is so frustrating because it's right there?
Time.
Yes, you and I, we see we're not that different. You can, yes, you can see where I'm coming from. So please,
I suppose.
let me study your magic. Let me try and find some way of figuring it out.
I feel like we should just talk to what's his face.
Who is what's his face? Like you keep saying what's their name and what's his face, and you're referring to different people. It would help if you use
Deities.
names.
We should talk to the gods. They're
gods-
usually pretty helpful.
We've tried. The only god who seems to know anything is Istis, and when we asked her for help, she sent you.
Well, then you're kind of screwed and left with us, right?
So it would seem.
How about we do scouting missions?
All right.
Reconnaissance.
All right, and where would we start? Where would you scout that we have not already sent people?
The highest, the higher parts of the Elvish Kingdom and the deeper parts of the Feywild.
We've tried. We've made attempts. We've tried sending scouting parties. We don't even have any way to hide you. You wouldn't even be able to.
Remember, I am half elf.
Yes, but that would also make you half human, right?
Yep.
I think that.
Mistrusted by both sides,
Yep.
but usually allowed.
I mean, you're not exactly allowed here. We'll have to make some sort of disguise for y'all, at least to walk freely around here.
For not just her, everyone.
Well, no, just for her, but it may be less suspicious if you all have some sort of disguise.
Well, I mean, like I could basically take care of
I
that
mean,
myself.
I could use illusion magic, but or polymorph. I could become a mouse. Who wants to be a mouse?
I don't think I want to go be like a mouse.
Too bad my
following
husband's
on
not
us.
here.
I do
But, yeah.
enjoy mice. I used to have some lab rats.
We can carry you around as like a naked mole rat.
I'd rather not.
Tickle your tiny tummy.
No. I am less enthused about this idea. I'm not the one who needs a disguise. I can walk freely in this kingdom.
But not in the Feywild.
True. However, it would be... it's...
Ooh, I could turn you into a pseudo-dragon.
Dragons are not allowed in the Feywild. They are, like, the Feywild considers them enemies.
Pseudo-dragons aren't dragons.
I've never heard of a pseudo-dragon in my life. What is a pseudo-dragon?
Pseudo-dragons are these magical creatures. They look like tiny dragons, but they have scorpion tails. And they were invented by the Fae. Sort of. They were made by a wizard, I think, actually. Accidentally, probably. A lot of things, that happens a lot. That does happen a lot. There's fairy dragons, but I can't turn people into an actual dragon.
Yeah. It would be...
What
I don't think dragons would help us get into the Feywild.
What about a ladybug?
We've tried transmutation to get people further in there. It doesn't work.
Have
Don't-
you tried glibness?
Nothing short of the blessing of one of the Archfey would help us. We have more. We have a higher chance getting you into the deeper parts of Draconia than.
Question.
What?
How liberal do you think Archfey might be about time travel?
I don't know. I'm not an Archfey, but I do know that time gets kind of fucked over there, so they're probably not no strangers to it.
Because I could always go and meet my husband for the first time.
You don't want to do that.
Well, I could go meet the father of my children. Husband is a strong word.
You sure you want to do that?
So you were born out of wedlock, I see. Conceived out of wedlock. That I see. Okay.
Well, to be fair, he was partially dead at the time. I couldn't. Be
okay, that is where this conversation ends. If you've got some,
my parents were assassinated.
He was an escaped soul from the other side. I couldn't be sure if he wouldn't be taken back.
This is okay. Now I'm starting to feel disturbed by the idea of the offspring now.
What? Okay, his
His
body.
Villain of ours.
His body is alive. His body is alive.
Yes, his body's alive. It's his soul that's halfway.
His soul is alive again. It's just it escaped.
It's alive again, but if the Raven Queen ever gets her hands on him, it will be dead.
Yeah. All right.
It's a win-win. It's a win-lose scenario.
Yeah.
It's a Kobayashi Maru.
Yeah. It's a lose-lose scenario.
It's a who?
Kobayashi Maru. It's a Kobayashi Maru.
I can't believe you did that.
For those of you,
good one.
For those of you who don't know, the character in question is named Moreau.
Yeah, he hasn't shown up yet in any recorded stuff. So
no, he was in the last episode.
Was he?
Yeah, after y'all got back into the throne room.
Huh? I don't remember that.
He was with Pollux.
Huh? Right.
He made Gwaki a sword because Gwaki would not shut up until he had a sword.
Well, that was because Gwaki wanted the god-killing sword.
Yeah. All right, so
which was probably a good idea to not carry a sword, literally called the god-killing sword, next to two testy deities.
Two testy deities who know that one slip-up could mean meeting the bad end of that sword. It's insurance.
I don't know if that's a great idea. Frankly,
in retrospect,
it's insurance. All right.
This is the same argument.
I just have to punch God in the face.
This is mutually assured destruction.
Exactly.
And I don't like that argument.
All right.
Anyway.
So, Karsus says, "All right. So, your plan is to go seek out the Archfey and ask them for their blessing, or what?"
Yeah. I mean, I've been meaning to do this for a couple months anyway. Just in different context.
All right. If it's what is this once, then be my guest. Is
it really that important though?
I mean, I think that the most likely way to do any research on this subject is to look in the one place the people here haven't yet. They haven't done investigations in the Feywild. Not proper ones.
All right.
If we can investigate in the Feywild, we might find shit they haven't.
All right, we'll devise a.
Am I wrong?
We'll make a convoy for you to go with, and
convoy.
We'll send you
a trucking convoy.
Yes. We'll send you. Give us a week's time, and we'll try to come up with something. All right.
All right. Well, If there's anything you need us to do, we'll help around town.
Yeah.
I will need to study your magic during that time, like study how your magic works.
My magic works fine.
Yeah, and I need to figure out how it works.
I don't know how it works. We don't need to know.
You know how you're a bard. You know exactly how bard magic works.
I don't know where it comes from.
What is it? Wait, does key exist here?
Does who?
Key exists, right?
Key?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Key is life energy. Key comes from within.
Yeah. Okay. So they do know what that's like. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the bard system.
Or well, you don't know if monks. Monks probably exist here. I mean, there's various different types of monasteries.
I mean, monks are magic, so sort of.
No, I'm not. We're not having this conversation.
Key is magic.
Did you just show? Magic. Did you show this man how to do bard magic?
You have to be good in an instrument.
Well, no, I don't want to learn. I don't want to learn myself. I just want to know how it works. I don't
know how it works.
You're a bard. You know how it works.
Well, then figure it out with me.
I mean, like, can we find someone?
You know this. You're the only person who knows this.
Ugh.
All right. Well, okay. Then we'll study
do them the favor.
Tomorrow morning we will come here and we will figure out how it works. All right. Now, please, I have many things to write down.
Oh, where are we gonna be staying?
Go ask my apprentice Lee. He'll give you lodging. All right. Now go. I need time to myself.
Need a drink. What you need?
Yes, I do need a drink. And he shoves you out the door and closes and locks the door. So, y'all there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all just went really quiet.
No, just like that just happened.
Yeah.
We've just like completely.
You completely broke this experienced wizard from a long line of wizards.
Yeah, sounds like fun. It was a fun time.
Yeah.
You know what's funny?
I think that was a good session.
It's funny that a lot of mages would make fun of Fortuna for being a bard, and then now it's like Fortuna's just
like
blowing up the mind of the best.
Yeah.
I'll blow them all away.
All right. As you're heading downstairs, as you're heading back to the
Do we
thing,
have rooms?
well, you need to go talk to Lee about that.
Can we go ask for rooms?
All right. You go to Lee.
We'll go to Lee.
You find Lee. He's got a hunk of wood. He's whittling some wood. He's whittling a chunk of wood, and he says, "Oh, you're back. So, how was it?"
We made progress.
I almost got your friend killed.
What?
That's a long story.
Please refrain from killing anyone.
I didn't try to kill anyone. I just accidentally.
No. Okay. It's a long story. We want to get some rest.
Okay, we can set you up some guest rooms.
Okay. By the way, would you mind sharing the king's opinion as to what we spoke about?
What
did the king think about after we left?
Did he like us?
Well, first off, he's not a king.
Yeah, I didn't think he was a king. Isn't it like you're a council, aren't you?
Yes.
Oh.
Wait,
you just happen to be three siblings who are ruling. It's the major.
Okay.
council.
Well, what did your brother and sister?
Well, my sister thinks that you are a bunch of... how do I put this lightly?
Just
How do you feel about foxes?
About what?
Oh, no, don't worry about it.
No, I didn't hear you. Something was...
Foxes.
Eh. I mean, I guess they're aesthetically pleasing. They have soft fur. Why?
Oh, just wondering.
What about you?
Time travel is funny like that, you know what I mean?
What, do I get a pet fox or something in the future?
something like that.
Anyway,
In any case, yeah,
and we
yeah.
have
I'm
rooms.
curious.
Yes, you can have rooms.
Okay, I'm curious to ask though, like, what your brother and sister thought. Yeah.
My sister, she believes Istis knows what she's doing, but also thinks that you have a high chance of screwing everything up. My brother...
Oh, that sounds...
My brother thinks that you are going to single-handedly lose the war for us and probably end the reign of this kingdom.
Lose the war? Why would we end up losing the war?
Well, that's just what he thinks. Like, he was never on board with this plan to start with, especially with the cost of having to make a wish.
I don't think y'all should.
Well, what is
having a war in
what
the
is
first
your opinion? What is your opinion?
My opinion is that I have
I don't
gone
think
insane.
the world should be at war.
No. I guess maybe we need a little insanity around here then.
I personally think that I've gone insane and am just locked in a room banging my head against the wall this entire time.
Well, listen. The second you involve time magic into this, just to know these types of things.
No. We're no strangers to time. Our kingdom is devoted to Lady Istis. She grants us...
That's right. You asked Lady Istix. Well, yeah, divine magic, the divine works in mysterious way.
Yes, it certainly does. That is the most apt way of putting it.
Oh, I could always petition my deity.
Who's your deity?
The moon?
Oh, Saloon.
Yeah. Sure.
Alright. Well, I don't know... You can go ahead and try, but... as far as I know, the only one who has even a clue of where Bahamut might be is Lady Istis, and her answers were bringing you here.
Well, I don't know if that's really a clue, or if it's more of...
No,
hey,
that's the
get
thing.
these fuckers
To them,
to do
we
things
are.
for you.
That's the thing. To them, we are the clue.
I feel like we really are falling into the adventurer trap, where we're stop being like actual characters and start being tools that the gods just place in the line of like things that need to be fixed, and then we just get put in the line of the next thing.
We don't even get paid
until
for
we
this,
die.
and like
I feel
no
like we're just
sense
gonna
of
keep solving
compensation
problems until we
whatsoever.
die.
Well, I mean...
That's the problem of being an adventurer. We're
Well-
just going to keep solving problems for people.
I mean,
and
we
then
did
die.
we did agree
I
to this
mean-
from the second it started. So
I mean, fate is just... Like, fate is... That's what fate is. Like, it's
Well,
not something that can
look,
be changed.
Can we... Here's the question. Are we going to be able to see Lady Estes anytime soon?
Uh,
I don't.
I don't know. The whims of her are an enigma.
Because-
The only one who'd be able to answer that is my sister.
Because she's kind of...
I think we'll probably want to speak to your sister tomorrow.
All right.
Oh, I want to speak to Lady Istis.
Alright,
Get
no.
some sleep. You need to rest. You need to
Alright.
get your spell
I'll-
slots back in check after that
Alright.
thing you did.
I will take
All
you.
I did was go to the celestial plane. I could have just gone by my own and gotten pancakes.
Why didn't you take us?
Because I could only take one. I could only send one person when they're not willing. If he was
my
willing, I would have
goodness.
taken everyone, and we could have gone have a party.
Well, I will take you to. The temple tomorrow morning. First thing in the morning.
Sure.
Right. Oh, by the way, I thought of a way to hide your ears. I thought of a way to hide your ears. I'm not.
Just
He
to take
he's-
it. Okay.
He shows you what he was carving, and it is it's half carved. It seems to be a bunny mask. At least that's what it's going to be once it's done, carved out of wood.
So about you and foxes.
What?
You don't like foxes?
I mean, they're all right.
I think you would like foxes.
I'm more of a bear type of person.
All right. Okay. So, Bear, he said his name was Uru, right? So I guess Green Dragon, as per child of Tiamat.
Yeah, it's weird. Don't you think it's weird that he's like a teenager?
What?
No. Not
Well,
really.
considering his great-great-grandmother is like a young adult now, right? Or is it great-great-great-great-great-great-great?
I don't know.
How
You're
many
the ones.
greats?
You're the ones from the future. Why are you asking
Steve,
me like
how
I
many
know?
greats are in between you and
He's
Tiamat?
deafened.
Yeah, how many greats are between Steve and Tiamat?
A millennia's worth.
Dave is probably.
what
I'm
is
carrying
the-
Dave because he's asleep.
Yeah, let's just say
Alright.
we're all very,
Yeah.
very tired, and let's just go to sleep.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Time
been a,
traveling's exhausting.
it's been a long day. You're also exhausted from the earlier fight.
I think everyone else is more exhausted than we are.
Yeah.
To
So-
be fair.
So you go to the night. When you wake up, you see three masks are. You're led to a single room, which is fairly large. It's got 3 beds for y'all. And when you wake up, you can see that someone has. There's 3 masks, which you are familiar with.
Fortuna spends like half an hour hanging up a curtain
On your bed or the window?
between her bed and the other two.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's like they're on separate walls. The beds are on separate walls.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Curtain.
All right. You put a curtain around your bed. You steal you rip off the curtain from the window, and you can see
It's more appropriate.
Lynn is watching you from a tree. She is squat in a tree watching you through binoculars.
That is one.
I wave high. Like I wave at her.
She jumps off the branch and runs off.
I guess we're
Why
probably not
why
gonna
did she
get
do
much
that?
sex back now. I mean, obviously I wasn't going to, but
Okay.
I mean, is
I'm-
Steve as committed to his relationship? Why hasn't he put a ring on it?
I mean, he has a child with her, like.
Yeah, why hasn't he put a ring on it?
Yeah, Dave.
Dave
As
left
Dave is sleeping.
Yeah.
Why didn't you put a ring on it?
You throw Dave onto the bed like a dart, like a lawn dart. You throw Dave onto his bed.
I would do that.
But yeah, when y'all
Wait,
wake
I
up,
forget. During the last session, did Fortuna get betrothed or not? I
No.
thought that was a thing, but I don't remember.
I
No.
don't think so. I thought we were gonna do that after the war.
Deve was going to get married after the war
Well,
in
that
Draconia,
fucking
but
sucks.
didn't get a
Oh,
chance.
okay.
Y'all haven't
Yeah.
been to Neverwinter yet.
Yeah.
So, when y'all wake up, you see the masks, which you're familiar with. However, right now, they're not painted. They're just made of wood. They are pretty nice looking, actually. I mean, they look the same, but they also look brand new.
Mm-hmm.
It's like this was made for us.
It literally just was.
Listen, this is taking a lot, okay? I'm trying to take this in. This is really tricky. Not easy for me.
Guaki's like trying to figure everything out.
Guaki doesn't realize they're in the past yet.
Wait, we're in the past?
Did he remember the last time he time traveled?
I don't even know if he was aware he time traveled that time.
Did he just think it was like a storm? Wasn't it a storm at the time?
Yeah, it was raining. Also, you're very muffled.
Because mine was a hurricane.
So.
How about this? Is it less muffled now?
Yeah, it's less muffled. It sounds like. Jesus
Ooh,
fucking Christ!
Much.
That
That's
sounds like
much.
your. It sounds like your McDonald's drive-through.
Welcome.
Welcome to Fantasy McDonald's. What can I get you?
Saying.
Yikes!
Can I get a burger?
Start with this
Deve's
ASMR
back.
Burger King.
Deve is back. So yeah, when you wake up, when y'all
Can
wake
we
up.
finish now? Can we just
Yeah.
finish the session and have us
Yeah.
wake up next time? That's probably for the best.
I want
It's
Wait.
No,
10.
this is
here.
probably
Alright.
the last thing.
after. Okay, yes, this will be the last thing. You wake up. You're led to the temple. You can see. It's the Temple of Vistus. You can see the people there are Lynn, Lee, and Nick. And after a few minutes, Karsus runs in and says something to Nick. Nick then runs out. And then, as the doors close, Fortuna, with your ungodly perception, you see that the flickering of the candles stops.
Oh, god damn it. We're time freezing.
And, well, the other people here, the 7 of you here, y'all are not
7?
frozen. Yes, 7.
What, 7?
Who's the fourth? Who's the seventh person aside from Nick, Lynn, and Len?
Oh,
Nick, Lynn, and Lay.
oh, I forgot to mention Lorenzo. Sorry,
Lorenzo?
yeah,
7 people?
the oldest brother. It is you 3, the 3 royals of the coast, and the 1 wizard of the coast.
Okay.
All right.
Royal of the Coast.
Okay,
Yes.
so, but it's not Nicholas Flamel. His
No,
name's
he just
he's
ran
too
out.
stupid.
It was as soon as he
Okay.
ran out.
So
Okay.
they're not frozen. We're all unfrozen. It's just time has frozen.
Yes, time has frozen, but it's also weird because outside the windows you can see flashing light as like day and night are passing rapidly, finally settling on a soft twilight of
Okay.
sunrise.
Okay,
And
so we're
Some
talking about
time
Made
bullshit
in
is
Heaven
going
right
on.
now.
And
Someone's accelerating time. Quick! Someone stop them before they use Made in Heaven. Run!
no, that will not be
Nice.
no, that will not be necessary, says a voice on coming from the altar of the temple.
Lady Istis?
You see a young child about the same age as Lynn, except she has brown hair, and she is currently knitting a very long scarf, it seems, but the scarf seems to like fade out of existence towards the end. As you
David,
say,
she's a child.
as you say, Lady Isis, she says, "Yes, it has been quite a pain getting all 7 of you alone in a room." And that is where we will end the session.
Alright.
Great.
Wait, we're back in time?
No.
All right, I'm gonna stop the stream now.